So if you're checking out neighborhoods in Boulder, Colorado, you're gonna wanna see this episode. Now, what we're talking about is Melody Heights. This neighborhood is kind of a sleeper in town. It's not on the top of everybody's list. People aren't seeking it out. In fact, a lot of people locally don't even know what I'm talking about. But I'm gonna tell you, this one maintains old Boulder character, but also some great modern twists, and it's got community. It's one of these areas, again, where you're living here, you know your neighbors, you walk your dogs together, you often show up at the park, Melody Park, and you know people by their dog's name, not theirs. I'm Michael with Lovato Properties, and whether you're relocating, you're investing, or you're just curious where the locals love to live, we're gonna find out. Let's go. So Melody Heights is a neighborhood in Boulder that is north of Iris, west of Broadway, and then east of 19th Street. Probably the top of it is about Meadow, maybe all the way up to Norwood. But this Melody Heights neighborhood is, as I said, a sleeper. That's because it's got this established charm. A lot of the homes built in the 1960s, they're tri-level, bi-level, and split-level homes. Some of those maintain their character here now, while others have been completely slashed and dashed, and they're bigger, updated, more modern versions of their former self. But what's super cool about Melody Heights, and I know this because I lived here for about 7 years, is you have the ability to connect with your neighbors on real time. Sidewalks everywhere, and you don't have that everywhere in Boulder. But the sidewalks lead you to these great parks. In Melody Heights, did you know there's 3 parks? There's a secret park, there's Melody Park, and then there's also one over here on 19th Street they call Mushroom Park. But I didn't think you knew that. So Melody Heights was established in that post-World War II era where we were looking to establish in Boulder communities that families could move into, grow into, and stay for decades. Well, that part has held true. People do tend to stay here for a long, long time. Raise their kids here, stay here, and last out all the way into their later years. It really does hold people here in Melody Heights. One of the things that I think is kind of emblematic of that is just looking at the way these homes have remained intact. A lot of the homes still in original shape. So what do people love about Melody Heights? Well, there's a long list of attributes that I'm gonna go over a few of them with you. So the location is really key. You are close, super close, walking distance to Lucky's Market, where you can go to the bakery, the cafe, the coffee shop. Also, of course, you got a shipping center there. And of course, the market. Lucky's Market is just a local North Boulder favorite. You can just walk up there less than half a mile. But on the other side, if you want a little bit longer bike ride, pedal, or stroll, you can still get to Ideal pretty easily, just under a mile. Ideal Market, you can get to all those shops at Community Plaza as well. So that's pretty cool. But then on top of that, the location affords you, again, great cycling out the door. You can zip up either Broadway on the bike path, on the bike lane, or up 19th. It takes you to all that great riding. And then from a standpoint of running, if I want to orient you just to the running, because I like running, you can pop straight out here on Linden, and it's going to take you right up to the Goat Trail, which zips you over to Sanitas, Mount Sanitas, and of course, a Boulder iconic hike or run. So that proximity to everything is pretty special here. But then what about what you're in your neighborhood? This is something that I just love. All of the ditches that run throughout Boulder and irrigate our land and previously irrigated our farmland, well, guess what? If you pop over here, you can jump on that and tube all summer long, May really to August. You're tubing and the kids love it because you're not on an aggressive river like Boulder Creek or in that environment where it gets a little scary. You're just in a nice chill spot floating along on your tube. That's right here in Melody Heights. And then gosh, if I keep going on, I did mention the 3 secret parks, just a great space if you've got a pet or 2 or 3. The dog walking here, it is awesome. A dog park per se, but parks that are very dog friendly. So how about the architectural charm here in this area? Well, guess what? If you want a home that is still a little bit classic, brick ranch, or even a tri-level, bi-level like I mentioned, well, they still exist. You can get in and have that very modest and comfortable home here in Melody Heights. But also, if you're a little bit more modern, you want a little bit more space, you want that updated look, well, you can find it. You can find a $3 million home, $4 million home, and up. Some of them have views if you pop up on Moss Rock or Cloverleaf. However, the homes, they have really something to offer to everyone. It's just a cool element of Melody Heights. Now, we know that Boulder Valley School District has an open enroll policy, but if you're wondering what the neighborhood school is for Melody Heights, well, it's kind of interesting. Most of the kids here in this neighborhood go to Crestview Elementary School just up the hill, real walkable, and of course Centennial Middle School. Those are the zone schools for this area. But if you chose to, or if you're just located a tick across here, you go to Foothill Elementary School. And when I say tick across, it's just a border that is cut right there at Iris. So really some of your neighborhood friends might choose one or the other, but that's either way going to be a great choice for you. All three of those are great, great schools. And then if I also just mention for a second the location and continue to harp on how great it is, well, North Broadway gives you really good access to leave town, head up to Estes, head to Longmont, head out that way, or of course your access to shoot down and get down to commute to Denver in that area. You're on the other side of Boulder, so it's not ultra convenient if you're trying to commute to those areas. I would sort of steer you away from maybe Melody Heights. But let's talk about one other thing that I love, and most Boulder folks do as well, is that outdoor access. I haven't even said Wonderland Lake yet, but Wonderland Lake is just a stone's throw away. Half a mile, 3/4 of a mile, you're gonna be on that beautiful trail that goes around the lake, and then on those trails that take you straight out of town, on the foothills, Dakota Ridge, all the fun stuff. So really accessible here at Melody Heights. So in a nutshell, Melody Heights offers everything great that North Boulder has, from amenities to nature to everything. If you're interested in learning more about this area or any here in town, please like, subscribe, or reach out. I'd love to give you a little tour of Melody Heights or any of our great neighborhoods.